Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle and or affirmations for today, January 30th, 2025. You may follow me on the book, the talk, the tube, the lemonade, the blue sky social, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. Whatever does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the Winnie the Pooh Tarot, Major Arcana, Kisses from Ibiza, ibizatarot.com, or you can look at their Etsy shop online. Are you okay, bub? You okay? Why don't you go back to bed, baby? No? No? You refuse? See, I cleaned off the table, aka my desk, so now they think that they can just go wherever they want. Don't you, baby? Look at him. He's my big baby. He jumped on the table during the signing for my refinancing. The lady came to the house just for me to sign stuff. And of course, he jumps on the table like a giant ape. He's like, I need to be fed. Look at me. My name is Boop. All right, I'm going to set you on the bed. On the bed you go. I got hair all over me. I'm going to have to tape myself. I know, baby. I know. All right, let's pull a few cards. Whoa. That was interesting. That was like a whole little segment here. 5 cards. Oh, okay. Bottom of the deck. Top of the deck is the Star. Let's put this over here on the windowsill. Okay, we've got 6 with bottom of the deck. We've got the Fool, the Magician, Death, the Emperor, the Hangman, and bottom of the deck, the Chariot. New beginnings, action, the end of something, structure, stability, surrender, enlightenment, movement. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Someone is manifesting in new beginnings with the Magician and the Fool. With the Death card, they're putting an end to an old way of life. With the Emperor, they're stepping into their era of stability. And it's kind of funny with the Hangman, it says surrender, new perspective, and enlightenment. I heard surrender to God. So somebody might have decided to get on like a healing journey and then realize like they're actually on a spiritual journey. It's kind of funny too because well, hold on a second. So with the chariot, I think this came in fast for this person. Like this person decided, like, oh, I'm going to get on a healing journey. Like I need to get rid of some toxic behaviors, whatever. Like I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to move on. I'm going to manifest for new beginnings. Put to death an old way of life for myself. Um, with the chariot card, this person, I wouldn't say that they're moving fast, but there's movement. Like they're moving forward. Like whatever they're working on, whatever new path they're on, they're happy about it. They're going for it. Whoever this is. Oh, again, feminine, masculine energy. It doesn't matter. I know the Emperor card is out here, but I'm getting more Emperor energy as opposed to like a man or a person. Okay. And I think it makes sense because this is all about one person. So the Emperor is just an energy. Like, I don't need to refer to this person as an emperor. I mean, you could, I guess. But it's funny because with the hangman, enlightenment, they're surrendering to God, I heard. When I got on my healing journey, I definitely started talking more about my beliefs and about God and just the fact that I always believed, always. There was never, I wouldn't say there was never doubt, but there was never a point where I was like, oh, I'm done with you. Like, I don't believe in you anymore. Like, you pissed me off. Like, we're done here. Like, I never got to that point. Was there ever doubt? Yeah, because I doubt is, to me, is like, I feel like that's normal. Like, as a human being, you're going to doubt things, right? Situations, people, etc. I think that's normal, but it's kind of funny because I feel like when I got on my healing journey and I started talking more about my own beliefs and about God and the things that I believe in personally, people are kind of like you don't talk about God. Like, why are you talking about God? And it's funny because I never thought I could. And I know that sounds silly because there's how many religions out there? How many religious people are out there, right? Like they talk about God all the time. But the way that I believe, what I believe in, how I believe, what I've seen, what I've heard, what I've witnessed, what I myself have endured at the hands of God, at the hands of the devil. I've never talked about those things. You know, I always kept that to myself. I always kept that shit to myself. My psychic ability, um my intuition, all that stuff. I always kept that shit to myself. I always felt like I had to. And when what happened to me in 2022 with the ex-best friend, and I was going through my divorce and the guy she set me up with, and when I got my actual divorce in January of 2023, and then I decided to start healing myself and working on myself, I thought, fuck it. Why am I not talking about who I am and what I am? What's happened to me, what I've been through? Like everybody should talk about their story, about where they've been and what they've seen and what they've endured. Good and bad. Everybody should. Everybody. I feel like everybody should be able to go to their local publisher, like take a ride into the city, go to the publisher and be like, I want to write a 150-page book about my life and you're going to publish it for free. And I feel like everybody should be able to do that. Everybody should have a memoir on a shelf somewhere. Do you know how interesting that would be? How amazing that would be? To be able to go into a library and be like, yeah, I heard something about Kitty Sinclair the third from 1959. Do you have her memoir? I want to read it. And they pluck it off the shelf for you. Wouldn't it be amazing if you could go in and read about somebody's life? A million people's lives? It's like Unsolved Mysteries, but in a book. And it's real. Yeah, I always used to hide the spiritual, the religious aspect of myself from others. And it's kind of funny because I think I've told you guys this before. When I was a kid, I used to go with all my little girlfriends to all their churches because, like, we didn't go to church. My family didn't go to church, which is fine. But I was baptized Catholic originally, but kind of raised more Christian, I guess you would say. But I wanted to go with all my friends to all their different churches. I wanted to experience different churches, different religions, different people. And it's funny because the ex-best friend who assaulted me, her mom, when she was alive, she bought me my first and only Bible. I got rid of it. I donated it when the ex-husband and I sold the house. Because it was actually, because honestly, it was just a connection to her and the ex-best friend, and I wanted to get rid of it. But I don't read the Bible. And that's not to say I won't ever. But, and it's just my opinion. You can argue all you want, but the Bible was written by man. The Bible was not written by God. And not everything in there is accurate, in my opinion. And there are some good things in there, moral things, value things that you should follow, as a human, be nice to others, But there's some stuff in there that it's like, well, why do you even need to know? Like, you don't need to know that. What do you need to know that for? Like, and it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. But again, I always had faith. I always believed. I always had God in my back pocket. And I always knew that if I needed help, I could ask for help. And I held out as long as I could. And at the age of 42, when I was on the ground kneeling before my ex-best friend, he reached out to me. He's like, "Kid, what are you doing? Grab your shit and get the fuck out of there. You don't need to stay there." You know? Like I was at my wit's end. And he was like, "No. Get your shit and get the fuck out of there." And I did. And that's when I started listening and following my intuition. Yeah. This person is making a commitment to themselves to heal themselves and to make some type of connection with spirit, God, source, whatever you would like to call them. I don't know if I've read this before, but the description under the chariot card, he gave a deep sigh, picked his bear up by the leg, and walked off to the door, trailing Winnie the Pooh behind him. Christopher Robin. It's kind of like whoever this person is, like they realized they needed to pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and get their shit together. And this is a good one too. For the Emperor, I'm not asking anybody, said Eeyore. I'm just telling everybody we can look for the North Pole or we can play. Again, that's like this person realizing, like, okay, are we going to balance ourselves out and get our shit together, or are we going to continue to fuck around? And it's like, I'm not asking myself, I'm telling myself, let's go. Whoever this person is. This is good. I like this. This is someone, if they didn't already have some type of faith, like they're going to step into some type of faith for themselves. I think that's awesome. Whether you go spiritual, you go religion, as long as you're not fanatical, okay? I think it's awesome. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope it resonates for someone out there. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. And I hope you all have a great night. Bye.